morning!
Welcome to the LowDown Live Olympic wrap-up, which is going to feel more like a dress rehearsal than an actual broadcast tonight, seeing that we didn't even practice this.
We really didn't. In fact, I haven't even read the script yet, and I wrote it. So, there's that. But just to fill in some of those gaps, we want to bring to the show an artificial intelligence, because obviously a real live intelligence not happening tonight. So we thought we'd have an artificial intelligence. I asked Alexa, but she was busy. She said something about washing her hair.
Oh.
Yeah, and Siri, we couldn't afford her. She wanted too much in the way of royalties.
She's a snob anyway.
Yeah, she is, you know. Mm-hmm. She only talks to people with apples. Come on, you know. What about oranges? Anyway, and then we asked Cortana, and she just kind of froze up. So I want to bring in our very own LowDown Live artificial intelligence. It's the Nagatron 2000, or is it 3000? I think it might be 2 or 3000. Maybe it's the 1941. I don't know.
I think it's the Nagatron 1941.
The Nagatron 1941.
How about that Nagatron 41?
The Nagatron 41. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, say hello, Nagatron 41.
Hello.
All right.
I'm so glad you invented this in the garage, Victoria. You're going to make millions on this.
I'm going to be a billionaire, folks. Nagatron, you might want to stop listening right now, so press that off button. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know, what does a Nagatron do? Does it, exactly?
Well, Nagatron, what's the square root of 2?
I do not know.
That's true, because I don't think there is a square root to 2. I think it already is a square root. How about the square root of 4?
2?
Yeah, that's correct, Nagatron!
I don't know if a Nagatron is really meant for math, though. I thought when you say Nagatron, it should be, like, reminding you to do stuff.
Yeah, like, Nagatron, what do I have on my schedule for tomorrow?
You have a dentist appointment tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Don't forget to floss.
Okay, well then. Oops.
Well, I think the Nagatron's going to need some work.
Definitely. In fact, it's still listening.
Yes, I am. I'm always listening.
I bet this Nagatron has eyes in the back of its head.
I have a feeling there's something so familiar about the Nagatron 41. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it.
Don't forget to brush your teeth for tomorrow.
Okay, I won't, Nagatron. Gee. All right,
Anyway, I'm Ros Davis.
I'm Victoria Davis.
And this is the LowDown Live Olympic wrap-up. We thought that since, the Olympics is over, I like the Olympics, although I found this a little bit draggy this time around, but I always look forward to the Winter Olympics, especially every 4 years, and it seems like an event we wanted to, talk about, and there's some funniness around the Olympics, as well as
a certain amount of
good
amusement.
Sportsmanship. There was actually some really good stories this year, particularly with the U.S. women's hockey team being one of them, the curling team being another of them. That was a highly unlikely win, and they did it. Our silver medal in the two-woman bobsled.
That's true, and she was really happy.
She was very happy. I love it when a person gets a medal and they're happy no matter where that medal is, because it took a lot of energy to get there to the Olympics. And I think just being there, like that Tonganese guy who the flag carrier.
He's a flag bearer, yes.
Yeah, flag bearer there. He's just happy to have an Olympic experience, and I think that would be a cool thing to have an Olympic experience.
And there's a lot of people who look at him and are also happy that he's having that Olympic experience.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was a couple of stories that we kind of wanted to highlight in this brief show that we didn't even rehearse. So sorry.
We worked all day too, so.
Well, yeah, we do have day jobs.
And Roslyn was working out. Right,
I was working out.
Yes.
I was doing some yoga right before we did the show tonight. So, I guess you want to start with the.
With Lindsay Yon?
Yeah, Lindsay Yon, exactly.
Okay, Lindsay Yon it is. Lindsay Vaughn.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to do this story? Oh, you want to do skating. I'll do Lindsay Yon.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. So, as people know the drill, if they've seen the show before or listened to our radio show for 20 years, they would know that this is the entertainment news portion of our program, which right now is the entire program. Anyway, yes. Racing in her final Olympic downhill race, 4-time Olympian Lindsay Vonn won the bronze medal, leading 3 Americans into the top 7. There we go. I need my monitor.
That's a little disconcerting. Is it plugged in properly? I'm gonna go check that while you read.
Yeah, check it. Okay, let's see. Won a bronze medal, leading 3 Americans into the top 7 Wednesday at the 2018 Olympic Winter Games at the Pyeongchang Alpine Center. This is hard for me. I have so many emotions. This is my last Olympic downhill race in my career, said Vaughn after winning her 3rd Olympic medal. I'm sad that this is my last Olympics. I want to keep racing and I would love to be in the next Olympics, but I don't think my body can take it. I wanted to win for my grandfather, but I think he would still be happy with bronze, Vaughn added. That is what counts. My family is proud of me, I am proud of me, and today bronze feels like gold. Competing in her 2nd Winter Games, Alice McInnes came out of the 14th start position to finish 5th, while Breezy Johnson, who was competing in her first Olympics, finished 7th. 2-time Olympian Lauren Ross was 15th. But enough about them, let's hear what McInnes had to say about Lindsey Vonn. Lots of people had things to say about Lindsey Vonn. In fact, I felt like half the Olympics was Lindsey Vonn.
It was actually the Lindsey Vonn show.
I really don't want to put Lindsey down because she is the most decorated American skier ever to date. But there was a lot of coverage about Lindsey Vonn, which I wish they kind of interjected some other Olympian stuff.
That would be great.
That would have been great because it was the Olympics, not the Lindsey Vonn show. Anyway. Lindsey is one of the greatest of all time. It's an honor to have competed alongside her and been her teammate for the last 9 years, McInnes said. I've seen everything she's gone through, and her perseverance has been inspiring. That perseverance has helped me through my own struggles. She's going to leave a huge legacy behind. Italy's Sofia Goggia, who, along with Vonn, was one of the pre-race favorites, laid down the gold medal run coming out of the 5th start position. Vonn, starting in 7th, picked up time on the lower portion of the course, but came up almost half a second short. She held on to that silver medal position until Norway's, I don't know if I can say her name right, Ragnhild Malt. I don't even remember hearing her name. That's sad because all I heard was about everybody else but her. Anyway, the silver medalist was 9/100ths of a second short to take the silver medal and knock Vonn into the bronze medal position. It was her 2nd silver medal of the Pyeongchang Games after finishing 2nd to Michaela Schifrin in the giant slalom. Vonn, if you recall, went on to compete in one more Olympic event, the Alpine Combined, which included 1 run of downhill and 1 run of the slalom, which she was not able to complete when she missed a gate on Thursday.
And it looks like there's a first paragraph of fun facts about Lindsey Vonn. Maybe we should ask the Nagatron to fill us in on Lindsey Vonn's career.
Why don't you tell us about the career, Nagatron?
Hey, Nagatron, tell us about the career of Lindsey Vonn. Just read that first paragraph.
Lindsey Vonn is one of the most successful American ski racers of the 21st century. A specialist in speed events, she has won over 75 World Cup victories from 2008 to 2018, mostly in downhill and Super G races. She was so dominated that she won back-to-back overall World Cup championships in 2008, 2009, and 2010, finishing 2nd in 2011. Then won again in 2012. She was the World Cup's first-ranked downhill racer every year from 2008 to 2016, except in 2014, when she toured. I'm sorry.
The Nagatron needs fresh batteries.
The Nagatron needs some bifocals.
I can't believe we're letting her sit here in darkness.
She tore her ACL in her right knee.
She did.
She's kind of gets injured a lot, is what we're saying.
Well, no, she actually won back-to-back races, and she had to skip the last Olympics because of that ACL tear. So it just there was a lot of effort and focus on Lindsey Vonn in the Olympics. I think that's our biggest beef, but she didn't have a lot of Olympic medals. She only has 1 gold medal and 2 bronze, but she's very decorated on the World Cup stage. She is. She's the most winningest skier. So I just want to make that point, even though we
make fun of her, and
it was more the coverage than of actually Lindsey Vonn.
I think Lindsey Vonn as a skier is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just that it was too much, too much. There was so many sports happening at the Olympics. Why didn't we see more of them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, so everybody, calm down.
Next up, skating. Everybody's favorite at the Olympics.
Yeah, especially mine. You know me.
Right.
Anyway, well...
by the way, I like your homage to Johnny Weir there.
Oh, thank you. This is my, it's also comes in handy if you're going to a Hunger Games theme party.
Yes. Well, actually, that one night, he actually looked like he was a character from the Hunger Games.
That is true. Well, let me turn that down just a hair.
So
my gain might be up a little much.
So this is like a big, long story.
Okay, yes it is. Well, while light on medals, that's good that our Nagatron finally stopped listening to us.
I rest every 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nagatron. Thank you. While light on medals for the U.S., the Olympic skating competition marked a number of historic milestones. From the U.S. figure skating, on February 12th, Team USA won a bronze medal in the team event at the Olympic Winter Games at Pyeongchang 2018. The final day of the team event was highlighted by a 137.53 point program by two-time Olympian Mariah Nagasu, who became the first American woman to land a triple axel at the Winter Olympic Games, and only the second American woman to land one in competition. The score marked Nagasu's international career best, which put her in second place in the ladies' free skate segment and earned 9 points toward Team USA's overall score of 62. Mariah went on to take 10th place in the ladies' singles event. 4 years ago, when I was left off the Olympic team, I wanted to make another Olympic team, and I knew I would really have to be something special. So to become the first American ladies figure skater to land in a triple axel at Olympic Games is historical, and no one can take that away from me.
Nope.
That was what Mariah had to say. In the men's short program, the bronze medalist at U.S. Nationals, Vincent Zhu, earned a personal best of 84.53 in his debut on Olympic ice, landing him in 12th place. Zhu opened his program with a quadruple Lutz toe combination, making it the first time a quadruple Lutz was successfully landed at Olympic Games. Vincent placed 6th in the final men's singles competition. On February 17th, Nathan Chen won the free skate of the men's competition, scoring a personal best of 2:15.08 to give him 297.35 overall points and a 5th place finish in his first Olympic Games. Chen began the day in 17th place after the short program on Friday. I think honestly, putting down a rough short program and being so low in the placement just took the pressure away from me. I no longer felt like I was striving for that first place spot. It mostly was just me being out on the ice and enjoying myself, playing to the crowd and really soaking in the Olympic experience. Chen is the first person to land 5 clean quad jumps in Olympic Games. He went on to place 5th overall in men's singles.
So there was a lot of jumping going on, like historical jumps.
Historical jumps.
I just wonder, where does physics, put the boundaries on all this jumping?
Well, some days somebody's going to try a quint. You know it.
Well, how does it happen? Because for years, triples, both men's and women, it took them a long time to land triples in competition. So yeah. I just, all of a sudden, and now they say the Russian female team is going to, the next time around is going to be doing all kinds of triples and quads and multiple triples in a row.
Yeah, but I think it's taken all these years for a woman to get back to landing the triple axel. I mean, there's been 8 women now who've successfully landed them in some sort of competition. The first was, of course, Midori Ito, and the first American was, of course, Tanya Harding, and then there's been some who've landed them on the juniors. But it's taken this long for a woman to do it reliably, so it may take more than you think to get to that next level. Hey, Nagatron.
Yes, I am here.
I think Rosalind has something to ask you.
No, I just wanted to know if the Nagatron had any opinions on skating.
I do not have opinions. I am only full of information.
Okay, then.
Good to know. Good to know. Hey, Nagatron, who was your favorite ice dance couple?
I do not have a favorite. I am a machine.
Really? I thought you mentioned something about the Shibatani Sibs. The Shib Sibs.
They were very good.
Okay, thank you. That sounds like an opinion. Well,
I'm nagging you.
Are you now? Are you really? All right.
Anyway, so
Yes.
Alina,
Yeah.
I know her name.
Zagatova. Edges.
Zagitova.
Zagitova.
That's it. Alina Zagitova edged out Venya
Mendeva.
No, it's not pronounced that way. I know it isn't. To claim Olympic gold, the European champion Alina edged out her teammate and two-time world champion to claim the Olympic gold medal at the Gangnam Ice Arena on Friday. World silver medalist Caitlin Osmond of Canada earned the bronze in what was a very competitive event. Performing to Don Quixote and dressed in a red tutu, Zagitova reeled off 7 triple jumps, see what I'm saying, including her trademark triple Lutz triple toe loop combination, as well as level 4 spins and footwork to score 156.65 points. Overall, she racked up 239.57 points. However, the 15-year-old did not feel that it was the perfect performance. I would give me a 4 with a little plus out of 5 for my performance because I didn't do the first jump combination, triple Lutz, triple loop, but I did it later, the European champion noted. I didn't feel the competition, but that I don't have any room for errors. That was a motivation and anxiety at the same time. My hands were shaking, but my body remembered what I've been doing many times in practice, Agiva explained.
And maybe that's the clue there, is that she just did it in practice over and over again, and even though she was nervous, her body just did what it had to do.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
At 15 years and 281 days old,
yeah,
I like how they put that in there.
Yeah.
The Russian is the second youngest Olympic ladies gold medalist after Tara Lipinski, who was 15 years old and 255 days old when she won at Nagano 20 years ago in 1998.
Wow.
Skating last, I can't put out an emotional performance. I thought her performance was the gold medal performance because she put it all out on the ice and was very emotional. To the performance of Anna Karenina, soundtrack by Dario Marinelli, and landed 7 triple jumps as well. But Zagitova still had the higher technical score. She performed a triple Lutz triple loop combination and had all the jumps in the second half of the program, which is rewarded by a bonus. Yes, they all get a 10% bonus at the second half of the program. But I think she actually scored slightly higher on her short program, if I recall that correctly, and that she was really tied with the gold medalist. Yeah. Medvedev, I can't say it, scored 156.65 points for the free skate, exactly the same, see I was right, as Zagitova, but was ranked first in free skating because of the higher component score. She had a total of 238.26 points, and it was not enough to overtake Zagitova, she remained in second place, 1.31 points behind. I felt today my program really like Anna Karenina in the movie. I put everything out there that I had. I left everything on the ice. I have no regrets. This was my mindset going out, not to leave anything on the table. I didn't think about errors, nor about a clean skate. I honestly skated like in a fog for the first time. It is because I realized that I'm enjoying the process. These 4 minutes are historical, and they only belong to me, and the whole world is watching me for only me for those 4 minutes. Osmond's dramatic routine to Black Swan. See, all these very dramatic performances to classic music.
Yes. True.
Anyway, Osmond's performance to Black Swan featured 6 clean triples. She only stepped out of the triple Lutz. The world silver medalist set a new personal best of 152.15 points in the free skate, which added up to 231.02 points overall. All day I was terrified, I was so nervous, but it is a program I feel super comfortable with in practice, and I was so ready to show it in competition. That's exactly what I felt, Osmond commented. And she was the Canadian. She won. She was the bronze medalist.
And she was very, very happy about it.
She was very happy after her skate, if you noticed.
Yes, she was. And we probably...
Did we?
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, we did it? Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, our final story.
Yeah, apologies. There's a lot of apologies.
There's a lot of apologizing.
A whole lot of apologizing.
A whole lot of apologizing. People saying things at NBC mainly that they had to go back and
when this broadcast is over, we're going to have to apologize for it. But
maybe the Nagatron can apologize for us. Nagatron, can you do apologies?
Yes, I can. Folks, we are very sorry for this not very well rehearsed show.
Thank you, Nagatron.
Wow, she really took us to the tool shed. Jeez.
It's not harsh at all.
It's like old times.
Nagatron, it's not harsh at all.
Oh.
Well, anyway. Do you want to take the first one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sure. From the Mercury News on February 15th, 2018.
I can't believe this. This is this person's first day on the job, by the way.
Yeah, well,
and it's in broadcasting.
Yes. Yep. Sports Talk Radio personality Patrick Connor on Dallas Braden's SiriusXM radio show last week called 17-year-old Olympian Chloe Kim a hot little piece of bleep. It's a 3-letter word, folks. Connor profusely apologized via Twitter, labeling himself a total idiot, you think?
Hashtag time's up.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't enough. He was fired by Cumulus Media, the parent company for San Francisco station KNBR. And here's his apology from Twitter. Thank God for Twitter, because that's how everybody apologizes anymore.
I guess we're going to have to apologize.
We're going to be tweeting our apologies right after the show. Yesterday, in a weird attempt to make people laugh, I failed.
You think?
My comments about Chloe Kim were more than inappropriate. They were lame and gross.
Yes, gross.
I'm truly sorry, Chloe. You've repped our country so brilliantly. I apologize to my colleagues and the listeners for being a total idiot.
Wow. I wanted to take the last apology.
I think you should do.
Okay, so you do the next one then.
Oh, actually, no, there's one beyond Bodie.
Is there? I want to do Bodie.
Okay, well, you get to do Bodie then.
Right.
I'll take the next one.
Okay.
For the Chicago Tribune on February 11th, 2018, analyst Joshua Cooper Romano's big misstep came when he noticed... Ramo's big misstep came when he noticed Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan in the crowd and offered what he knew about the country's history with Korea.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Keep those facts to yourself, unless you're the Nagatron.
The thing is, he's like a scholar in this, and then he said the following, but go on.
Japan was a country which occupied Korea from 1910 to 1945, innocuous enough. But, Ramo continued, every Korean will tell you that Japan, as a cultural and technological and economic example, has been so important to their own transformation. This was definitely not correct. Every Korean did not agree that Japanese colonialism has its upside. In fact, thousands signed a petition demanding that NBC apologize for Ramo's statement. The morning after the opening ceremony, NBC apologized for Ramo's remarks, saying, "We understand that Korean people were insulted by these comments," an anchor said during a Saturday broadcast, according to MSN.
I saw that actually happen live, and then, he was not asked back after that. He was, summarily dismissed.
Yeah. Another person added to the jobless list.
From the Mercury News and the Los Angeles Times, as Anna Veith was competing in the giant slalom in Pyeongchang, NBC announcer Dan Hicks mentioned that she hasn't been the same since the knee injuries. Bodie Miller replied, "The knee is certainly an issue. I want to point out that she also got married." And it's historically very challenging to race on World Cup with a family or after being married. Not to blame the spouses, he continued to put his foot in his mouth. The 6-time Olympic medalist continued with a slight chuckle, but I just want to toss that out there, that it could be her husband's fault.
Oh, my.
About an hour later, during the broadcast of the men's downhill event, Miller apologized for his comment. "That was an ill-advised attempt at a joke."
Sure it was.
Miller said. I was an athlete that competed after marriage, and I know how beneficial it is. I know the support team you need. I relied on my friends and my family, and if you have the luxury of relying on a spouse, I know they are inevitably your biggest supporter. And on Valentine's Day, I didn't mean to throw spouses under the bus. Or under the skis.
Yeah.
Certainly I'm going to be hearing it. Yeah, certainly I'm going to be hearing it from my wife. I know.
Out of the slalom into the Super G.
Miller followed up on Twitter explaining that what he meant to say with his original comment. To be clear, I was not seriously blaming Anna Veith's lack of results on her husband, he tweeted. It's a changing of priorities that is historically hard, male or female. He added, I had the love and support of my wife while I was racing, and I know it can be a huge asset. Should I take the last apology, Tim?
Oh, do you want to?
Well, yeah, you did too, and then I did too, right? Or did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is from Deadline.com. So.
Okay. Katie Couric triggered
I
a
knew you
backlash.
loved this one.
I do love this one. By referring to
This
the
is the
Netherlands.
funniest one, by the way.
Katie Couric triggered backlash by referring to the Netherlands. And by the way, the Netherlands kicked everybody's butt at the Olympics
They
this year.
did. Lots
got
of
a
medals.
record, 39
Lots
medals.
Of medals.
Having lots of canals that can freeze in the winter. So far as long as those canals have existed, the Dutch have skated on them to get from place to place, to race each other, and also to have fun, she said, during the Parade of Nations. Thank you for this fun facts, Katie. Oh my goodness. Well, Twitter then exploded. Gert van Dijk posted this. Dear at Katie Couric, the Dutch do not skate to work, not in caps.
Yes.
Skating on clogs is too hard, even for us.
That's true.
And then, and also the Netherlands embassy also had something to say. Hi, Katie Couric. Please come visit the Netherlands. We'd love to show you all the innovative ways the Dutch get around. And then they posted a whole bunch of travel emojis that did not include ice skates on a canal.
Yeah,
and
no one can see that.
And are building the future of transportation. Of course, we can also visit our famous skating rinks. Let's break the ice.
Yes, and by the way, this is a reference to the Dutch work to develop the Hyperloop technology that.
So they use it as a way to promote the Hyperloop.
Mm-hmm. Because they're actually working on that pneumatic tube thing where it sucks the car all.
That's pretty scary. I don't think you would find me in one of those. I don't care if it takes me 20 minutes to get from New York to D.C. I don't think I would do it.
That's super fast.
Yeah. Can you really travel that fast, your body, physically?
I don't know how good that is for you, but we'll find out.
I think that would hurt my digestion.
I have a feeling we're going to find out.
Well, Katie Couric's response via Twitter, congrats, #Netherlands, on your medal count so far. My apologies for being on thin ice for my comments, RE skating on canals. I was trying to salute your historical passion for the sport, but it didn't come out that way. I'd love to visit again and celebrate your success.
There you go. Well, Katie.
Where do people get the stuff that they say? I understand, like, Bodie, he kind of, like, I don't know, but, like, the other guy was a historian, should have known that wouldn't have been a good comment, and Katie, she just needs to get her fun facts straight. Maybe Katie Couric needs a Nagatron.
A Nagatron, perhaps?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
That would be very helpful.
So I think we should send the Nagatron to go off and help Katie Couric.
I would agree.
So, so I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this particular show.
And not a moment too soon.
And next time we will rehearse more.
Yes, yes. We'll put on a day when we don't have to work so hard.
That's true.
That's true.
Back to Sundays, I guess. I don't know.
Something like that.
Anyway, I'm Ros Davis.
Victoria Davis.
I'm Nagatron.
Something so familiar about the Nagatron. Nagatron, I feel like there's something I should be doing. What is that?
Go to the dentist tomorrow at 10:30.
You know,
don't forget to floss.
That's it.
Maybe you should ask the Nagatron if it can lend you some Art Link letterbucks.
Yeah, it would be nice if I think the Nagatron might be sitting on my Art Link letterbox, but.
So anyway, Nagatron, can Victoria have $50?
I don't think so.
There we go. That felt good.
Good night.
Ooh, we've been dissed and dismissed by our Nagatron.
Well, maybe the Nagatron can make another appearance in our next show.
Perhaps the Nagatron will.
And our next show will be an Oscar pre-show.
An Oscar pre-show.
This Sunday, so join us then.
Wow. Awesome. Can't wait for it.
I'm Ros Davis.
I'm Victoria Davis.
I'm Nagatron.
Okay.
And this has been the LowDown Live Olympic Wrap-Up. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Let's get that closing up here.